Title is Old Guy Walked into My Tech Store and Asked for Help with Looking at Porn.
No.
I work at a store that deals with technology. I won't be specific, but it's a pretty big store, and a family store with things for kids to play with and little classes for them. We do sales, repairs, so we're pretty full service and often busy and crowded. The other day, I was approached by a coworker with a question about the parental controls on a device. I'm one of the people who is very familiar with software and interfaces, and parental controls are one of my knowledge points that a lot of younger workers aren't familiar with. So this wasn't unusual. The question centered around removing them. My coworker asked if I could take over, and I said okay. This was all very normal, right up until he said, quote, "It's this old guy. He wants to watch porn." That got the requisite "what the fuck" look from me, and my coworker stifled a laugh. "Thanks for dealing with it," he said. I kind of shrugged. I mean, I like porn. I'm not shy about browsing it, and that people have needs. I had no problem handling it, though I bet other coworkers might say I should have just sent him to the manager to get politely declined service for that subject. He takes me over and introduces me to this very old man. He looks like he might have Parkinson's, with the tremor in his hand. His iPad is also very old, as was the software on it. I could tell at a glance that his system had a version from before 2013. Because I'm a nerd, I can tell these things at a glance. His iPad would not even be compatible with newer systems. The old man didn't say anything about porn, but he said that his grandkids had been over and he thought they did something to his iPad because it wasn't working like normal. He said he thought that they had set some parental controls to block stuff so kids can't see it. I smiled and sighed and began to tell him the usual speech about how parental controls work and how we would need the passcode if one was set up. And if he didn't have it, it would require deleting the device and beginning without a backup to get things working again. His iPad didn't appear to have much on it, but when I got to the settings, I was surprised to find that there was no parental controls turned on. I stopped and I let him know that there appeared to be no controls or limits set. I turned them on and off just in case. I had to ask him, quote, "So what wasn't working?" I was starting to worry it might be a software incompatibility due to new web standards, and that his old iPad might not be able to be updated to match them. Internally, I did not want to have that conversation. People his age were often on fixed incomes and could not afford to get a new device. He began trembling again, saying, "I'm 93, he
Oh
said.
my god.
My wife died. I have nothing left. And the videos I'd watch, they aren't working anymore." He took the iPad and started to go to a web page.